everyone, this is Maria and welcome back to my Christmas craft countdown. Today I'm going to show you how to make some clutch purses with matching wallets with patterned cardstock paper. Super simple to make and they make great gifts. So let's get started. First of all, you're going to need some patterned paper that you can get at Michael's. Michael's has this. I haven't seen it at Joann's, but you can find it in all different kinds of prints at Michael's. So this one has some really cute prints with leopard and zebra, different colors. I get the candy shop paper to match it because you're going to need 2 sheets for each set. Okay, because the solid colors you'll put on the inside. And I'll show you how that's done. I'm going to also show you a new pattern that I found last night at Michael's, and I really love it. And today I'm going to show you how to make one using this paper right here. And also I went ahead and got the matching paper. Okay, you can get several purses out of each package because there's 25 sheets per package of the patterned paper. Okay, the next thing you're going to need is some sheet protectors. These are heavyweight clear sheet protectors. I got mine at Staples for $100 in a box, and so that was a really good deal. Here they are. You can also buy them in smaller packages. I've also bought some at Walmart, and those work just as well. Just make sure they're the heavyweight. Okay, and then you're going to need some thread. I use black and white. That seems to go a long way. I use the cotton thread. You're going to need a sewing machine because you're going to sew some straight stitches. You're also going to need some scissors, and I like to use small scissors for the to clip my threads and stuff. And so then you're going to need a seam ripper because if you make a mistake and you want to start over, you'll need to use that. And then you're going to need these Velcro closures. These are the sticky back. Make sure to get the sticky back. I use the square. They also have them in circles. So whatever you want to use. If you can also buy it by the yard, and if you want to clip it, that's fine too. Okay, so let's get started. And I'm first going to show you what you're going to take your page protector and you're going to slip in 2 sheets of paper, one pattern piece and one of the solid colors, okay? And you're going to slide it in this way, okay? And you're going to start your stitching actually right here on the opening where it's open-ended, okay? And so I already did the other 2 just for time's sake. So let's get started with this. I'm going to move my iPad over just a little bit. Let me move some of this stuff over so you can see. Sorry if my machine makes a lot of noise. A friend of mine told me it was very noisy, so sorry. So here we go. I'm going to start up in that corner, the right-hand corner, and I'm going to come down about an inch, a quarter inch, and then back stitch to lock the stitch. And then I'm just going to go straight down. You can hold down the sheet protector because it might start to like to pucker a little bit, but that's really not a big deal, so don't panic about that. And then I just turn that corner, and I'm going all the way straight down to the opposite end, and I'm going to stop about a quarter inch away from the end, right there. And then I'm going to turn it again, and go up to this corner, and then I'll be turning the corner again and headed for the home stretch. So here we go, and this is the last time I'll turn it. And going all the way down to where we started. Okay, I really love this paper. I just love the pattern. Just thought it was kind of neat. And then I'm locking the stitch. Great. Okay, so then I'm going to pull it out. And I'm going to clip the threads. You'll probably end up spending more time clipping threads, if anything. Okay, and there we go. Get that last little one. Whoops. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to pull my threads back in the machine because I want to get ready for the next step. Okay, and then so you see this where the binding thing is, the little binder ring thing where those go in. You can just trim that away, okay, because you're not going to need that at all. And I already did that on the other one. So here we go. I'm just going to trim away. Now for the clutch purse itself, you're going to see on one end where it was already sewn. And so before you even put your paper in there on the sheet protector, you can just trim that away if you want. You could just trim it away, or you can leave it. For the actual wallet, I leave it in, and then I just make sure I use that when I'm going to flip that over. It kind of gives it a clean edge. For the actual clutch purse, I go ahead and trim it away. Okay, so I'm going to set aside that one because we're going to go ahead and do the clutch purse first. And like I said, I already put them together. And since this is a pattern, see, I want to make sure they match up. So this one's kind of easy and obvious. And so what I'm going to do is overlap this one just slightly, maybe about a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, something like that. And I'm going to sew it right down the middle. So here I go again. I want to make sure I get that just right. Holding down my threads with my finger, and then start to stitch and then back stitch a couple of times to lock that in. I'm going to move this over a little bit. And then now that I have that locked in, I'm just going to make sure it's even. And I'm going to pull that like this. Looks great. And I'm holding down the one end toward me. And here it comes. We're almost done. This is really neat. I love this one. And everyone I've given these to so far, they really love them. I mean, you can just put a few things in there. I belong to a writer's critique group, and they're great to put pencils in. Kids might want to use them, put pencils. The wallet, they could put their lunch money in, their library card, anything like that. Okay, and so we did that. Sewn right down the middle, you could see the stitch. And then I'm turning it over, and you see where I'd sewed right there. Now I'm going to go right next to that and sew all the way down on the inside, okay? And so basically you're making a piece of fabric using the paper, cardstock paper, in the page protector. And the page protector works as a laminator. Okay, we're almost through here. Okay, I'm going to pull up these threads, and I'm going to clip, and clip this side. Yay! Here we go. Let me pull these threads back. I always like to prepare for the next step. So there you go. And see, you can see where you made that piece of fabric. And so now it's really simple, because all you're going to do is you're going to fold it in thirds. Let me move this over. You're going to fold it in thirds like this. So you have it like this. Bring it up 1/3 of the way. Bring this down. See, there's your clutch purse, okay? Isn't that cute? And you want to make sure when you bring it down, you measure it to like as far down as you want it to go. I like about right there, okay? And then you're going to just sort of squeeze like this. I don't want to squeeze completely to make that that line, but I want to see where I'm going to sew, because you might want to change it just a little bit, and you don't want that line there. Okay, so that's where I decided I want it. So now what I'm going to do is take this side and sew straight down, and then I'm going to go up the other side. Okay, so here we go. Put that right under the foot thingy bopper. I don't know what it's called, so when I don't know what something's called, I just call it thingy bopper or thingamajig. So here we go. I'm locking the stitch, coming up about halfway. And when I come to the halfway mark, for me personally, I just like to go back a few stitches just to reinforce that center. And I just reached the end right there, that edge. So I'm pulling this away again. I told you you're going to spend more time clipping these threads. And I mean, I like to put Christmas music on. I have Christmas music on in my living room right now on my computer. There you go. And so there's that first side. And when I listen to music or watch a movie, Christmas movie, it just seems to go faster. And I really enjoy this. Okay, so now I'm doing the other side. Okay. Reach the middle, and I'm going back a little bit to reinforce. Coming down to the end very slowly, and back stitch. And there we go. Now we're going to do the wallet. And then the last thing we're going to do is put the Velcro on. And I'll do them both at the same time. So here you go. There's your clutch purse. And you can now you can go ahead and fold it over and squeeze it. The top. Crease it. That's the word, crease. There you go. Isn't that cute? I really love this. Wouldn't that look cute with jeans or something? Just really cute. Also, when you're stitching on the sides, watch out for this back part here, that center